Hey there, air signs. It's Jen here from tarotspirit.net. This is a weekly reading for December, no way, for December 6th, starting December 16th. So I am going to start, let's see, what's the first air sign? Gemini. I'm going to start with Gemini. I'm using the Everyday Witch Tarot. These cards are really growing on me. They're richer than I first gave them credit for. I didn't dislike them or anything, but they're really starting to be more of a go-to deck for me. All right, let's see what's going on for Gemini for the week of December 16th. I was just reading for Sag. I was like, happy birthday, but no Gemini is having a birthday in December. You're getting 2. All right, what's going on? The Tower. Yes! You got to learn to embrace the Tower. It's the thing that people resist and resist and resist and resist and resist, and it's that breakdown that turns into a breakthrough. And usually we feel so much lighter and better after, because we had been so resisting, and often we don't even realize how much we've been resisting prior to it. And this is where whatever we were resisting, it wasn't sustainable. Even if we were resisting against it for 40 years, it was not sustainable, and it was eventually going to happen if we didn't do anything about it ourselves. And then there's a whole new beautiful opportunity and new way of life that can come out of this. So I've learned to embrace the Tower. And look at her. She looks smug as hell. She's like, told you. So, or you knew this was coming somehow. But I'm getting really positive vibes off of it. 9 of Swords. Yep. So worry, insomnia, some situation was just not happy, was just not good, was causing you all sorts of angst, and you're perseverating on this and stressing and up at night, trying to probably control something that was out of your control. But let's see. Gemini, King, here you are stepping into your power. Cutting away all the other stories and emotional attachments and things we tell ourselves we can't do something because of this, and this. And he comes in, he's like, the bottom line is this is not working. You need to do something different. And if we don't, then the Tower comes in. So there is water sign potentially in the situation, and a sword sign, another sword sign. Let's keep reading. 6 of Cups. Wanting to really this is going to allow you to simplify your life. Maybe you were going in a million directions. You were house poor. You had taken on too many responsibilities, and the bottom just fell out. And it's the best thing, because now you only pick up moving forward what you can and want to, and is truly your responsibility. Like someone was trying to put responsibility on you for everything. You know, those people who want all the control and none of the responsibility. So you want simpler times. You just want everything. You want to stop and smell the roses and appreciate everything you have. And you want it to be downsized and peaceful. And I just keep getting simplify your life, simplify your life, simplify your life. Yeah, taking a time out. I feel like this tower is going to allow you to reassess. It's this amazing opportunity to look at everything and make the changes so that your life looks the way you want it to moving forward. Yeah, I feel like some of you are really going to be thinking about, again, downsizing, moving to some place that's maybe you have a long commute and you're sick of it, and you would rather be somewhere where you can sell your car, you can walk everywhere, or vice versa. You want to move out to the country where you have space and land and you can go for walks and there's not noise and things like that. Maybe you're going to work from home, but I feel like there's this huge reassessment of life and how you're living it and how you want to live it. And that's what the opportunity in the Tower card brings you. When you can wrap your head around it, you can see that, oh, I now have the ability to mold and craft my life the way it works for me now. Because what I want now is much different than what I wanted before. Maybe you have kids, you want them to live somewhere where they can run outside and you don't have to worry about them. You want to give them sort of a different environment. Cool reading, Gemini. We are going to go on to Libra. How are you, Libra? Thanks for joining me. This is a reading for the week of December 16th, 2019. I did some 2020 love overview readings for each sign. If you want to check those out, I had a lot of fun doing them. Oh, so this one's coming out. Happy holidays, although there'll be another reading before that. And I'm kind of all over with my readings, trying to figure out what, because I like reading every weekend, but if it becomes a burden and I'm spending hours and hours of my weekend, for which I get literally fraction of a cent for each for the time I spend, I just have to have a balance because I love doing this, but I need that balance. So maybe the reason I'm babbling about that is you guys are trying to figure out some sort of balance, work-life balance. Six of Swords, who just had this, Leo, maybe? So moving to calmer waters, moving away from something that had you really stressed or really busy, that wasn't in your best interest, and this is at the bottom of the deck, and that's sort of it in your mind this week, is moving on. I love how she has a cat, or he. I think it's a she, but I don't remember who created this deck. King of Cups, maybe you're getting away from a water sign or someone who drinks, or a controlling or emotionally manipulative person, which would make a lot of sense. That can be super mentally stressful. Could be a boss, could be a friend. The Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor really empowers anyone, doesn't matter what gender, to make decisions that are right for themselves. You can't please everyone, and if you're constantly feeling like you have to make decisions for someone else, they don't have your best interest at heart, and there comes a time in life when you have to be grown up enough and have enough self-respect to make decisions for yourself and stick with them, even if it pisses other people off. And knowing that you're making the best choice for yourself at this point in time with your life. And whether people understand that or not, it's not really your problem because it's your life. Six of Cups. This is a theme. You want simplicity. Simplify. This came up for, who was this? Maybe just Gemini. You may want to literally move. This is a card that can be about moving. And maybe this came up because the moon card's there. During the full moon last week, you had this epiphany or this understanding that I don't want to spend an hour and a half in traffic each way commuting. I don't want to, whatever it is. So you may want to move in town where you sell your car and you can walk to everything, or and get a much smaller place, or you may want to move way out and try to telecommute, or maybe you get a lower paying job, but where you live is a much cheaper and you have more space and air and you can play in the garden and the kids can be outside and have a yard. Something like that. You want to really figure out what the basic priorities are for you and keep it simple. Simplify it down to those things and not trying to keep up with the Joneses and have the car, the house, I do spin class and I do this and it's just like no one's keeping. If people are keeping score and keeping track, then they're assholes and who cares? But figuring out for you what is good advice, huh? For you, and standing by it and being the leader in your own life and creating the life that's right for you and the people in it. Okay, so let's go. That was Libra. Let's go on to Aquarius. I just saw 12/21. Cool. So that's Friday. So that may have, or no, Saturday, I think. Saturday. So Saturday may have be a significant, significant day for you. Something, the crystal just caught my eye. I don't know if any of you have ever thought of that something like crystals and channeling from a crystal. If you've ever thought about it and wanted to try, might be something that works for you. Definitely something about the moon again. I know the crystal just looks like a full moon, but not very creative. But so something may have happened last week around the full moon, which was the 12th. So weird, I see Mary Poppins. I don't know why, if Mary Poppins has anything to do. Justice. Balance. I'm getting the energy with this card is just surrendering and allowing things to the universe or whatever to let them fall the chips fall where they, I always get it wrong, where they may. Just allowing, letting go, surrendering, releasing. Things are going to work out as they work out, and I'm still going to move forward, making the best of it, living my best life. And a huge energy this week for you're the sixth sign I've read for so far. Yeah, of just simplifying, letting things go, controlling only what you can control, and that's it. Not spending a lot of time thinking or worrying about situations or people you can't control, and allowing the universe to take care of things like that. Queen of Swords. Could be a legal situation. She will be fair. She's going to look at the bottom line, get to the real root of the matter, and not, she won't get or they don't get, they won't, this energy doesn't get, they're not emotionally manipulated easily. So whining and keeping score and trying to get people to pity that they don't play. They don't do that. They see the bottom line. It's like, no, I don't feel sorry for you that you cheated. Like, because somehow people can make you feel sorry that they got in trouble or got caught or for whatever they did, whatever their bad behavior was, and somehow they're the victim. And yeah, that's not happening. No, that's not flying at all anymore for you. The Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is going within, and they are allowing this pause. If there's a pause or you have to wait for something right now, instead of fighting against it, they are accepting and using the time wisely. He could sit here this whole time and fight and complain and blame other people for the reason why. Or he can go within and say, oh, I'm busy all the time. I'm always wishing I had time to just chill and relax, and I have it. And I'm going to sit here and make the best of it. And then he might also realize that he already holds the key to everything. You can see he has the key. And if he's been working out and can do a sit up, he can unlock it. And then he has the broom and he can get away. So you have, I'm getting a magician vibe. You have everything you need to move on from this situation. But give yourself, and to survive and thrive from this situation, but give yourself the time to process and come to that understanding and shift in perspective until you are ready to move forward. And when you are, you can just release yourself and fly away. But in some ways, almost use this energy of feeling stagnant and stuck to your advantage and realize it's sort of a blessing. Like, oh, I get to just chill and be and not be forcing and trying to move forward and make things happen at this very moment. Could be simple as maybe you have a hard time relaxing during vacation, and you always feel like you should be working, and to take the time, take your vacation. Ten of Swords. So Justice I see as like a sword energy, and the Queen of Swords, and this is the end of something. So this situation is going to come to an end, whatever has been mentally exhausting you. And it could be work for some of you. Maybe you're waiting to hear on another job and it's killing you. But you can't, and now I'm getting Seven of Pentacles energy. You can't force this situation. You plant a seed, you sit standing over it and going, grow, 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 grow is not going to make it grow any faster. And haven't there been some studies that if you're nice to plants, they thrive better? So just using the downtime for something else instead of creating all the stress and anxiety within yourself. And I just feel like you've been around someone that was, oh, my computer keeps going to sleep. been around someone that just was mentally exhausting. And something's happened recently, if it doesn't happen this week, where you are done. It's so strange. It's like someone who had been stressing, or a situation that's been stressing you out for a long time, and just as simple as switching a light off, it's done. It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. And it's often something really small. But for whatever reason, and maybe it's because you're trying to look at things from a different situation and you're not being allowing someone to put all this emotional pity and feel sorry for me and all this other crap into the situation. You really see it for what it is, and you are really able to put an end to it and let it go. You have this shift in perspective this week, and it's going to be so freeing. And you're just able to allow this process. It's like complete detachment from this stressful, maybe abusive, toxic situation. Yeah, and then things become really clear, crystal clear. The bottom line is it wasn't okay, and you're done. And trying to figure out why it happened, what the other person was thinking, and you're sick of giving energy to it, and you're not going to do it anymore. Like, you have this gorgeous Queen of Wands who's inspired now to move forward. Look at the dragon. I love Game of Thrones. So she is stepping into her power, into her fire, and is motivated to just move on and move forward with what inspires her. And she's happy and excited and enthusiastic about, and not looking back, not giving zero fucks and energy to that old situation. She's making a decision ever again. I'm not giving any more power to that past situation. I'm done. All right, so thank you for joining me. I'll see you at the next video. Take care.